Hello and welcome to today's geography class. In today's class, we are going to talk about soil characteristics or features of soil. In the past lessons, we have been looking at soil, and we said that soil is a living, complex, structured mixture of mineral particles, air, water, and organic matter on which our plants grow. It is important to look at the features of soil or the characteristics of soil. That is our lesson today. There are very many characteristics that we need to look at when we are describing a specific sample of soil. But in today's lesson, we are going to look at 5 very important features of soil. The main feature, number 1, is soil color. When we are describing soil color, the red soil indicates that there is the presence of iron, while the brown color indicates the presence of organic matter, and this shows that the soil that you have has dead plants and animal matter. The second characteristic is soil texture, and this refers to the size of the grains of soil. The size could be, or the texture could be coarse for sandy soils, and if the texture feels smooth, it indicates that the soil is sealed. The third characteristic of soil is soil structure. The soil structure can either be crumb, it can be prismatic, and it indicates the shape of the soil particles. The fourth characteristic of soil is soil porosity. This indicates the presence of air spaces in the soil, which allows and stores air and water. The fifth characteristic is soil pH. This indicates whether the soil is acidic or alkaline. The pH runs from 1 to 14, 14 being very alkaline, while 1 being very acidic. The best soil for plant growth ranges between 6 and 7 on pH level. So while describing any soil sample, it is important to look at those 5 features. I've said that number 1, look at the soil color. It will tell you what the minerals that are present and also whether the soil has organic matter. For example, when you are describing sandy soil, you'll talk about its porosity. It is very porous because the size of the grains is very big. While when you are talking about clay soil, which is very fine, it has very fine particles, you talk about its porosity, and the air spaces are very small, so it holds a lot of water compared to sandy soil. When you are talking about loam soil, it is mainly very dark brown or deep brown, indicating that there is a presence of a lot of organic matter that we call humus, and it is the best for plant growth because it has enough nutrients for the growth of plants. So it is very important for us when we are describing the characteristics of soils to be able to underscore these characteristics. And it is also very important to be able to distinguish between each characteristic while you are describing the soil sample that you have been given. I hope you have learned something today, that the 5 major characteristics of soils are soil color, which indicates the presence of organic matter or the absence of it, the soil pH, which indicates whether the soil is acidic or alkaline, the soil structure, which shows the shape of the particles, the soil texture, which shows the size of the soil particles, and the soil porosity, which indicates the air spaces of the soil. So until next time, we'll be looking at something different. I wish you all the best in your studies, and may God bless